Okay, falls in the air. I just completed a tournament a few weeks ago or a week or so ago, and the most asked question I always get is, how do you aim a slingshot? So I'm going to address that real quickly today so that there's a reference I can go to and say, look, I made a little video, how to aim a slingshot. Go there and you can kind of see how it's done. So first of all, you don't really aim one like a gun. It's a whole different thing. You find out where your slingshot is shooting based upon how you anchor, and then you make adjustments. That way you can take any slingshot. This is the simplest of simple slingshots. This is a tiny little tree branch. This is a hygienic latex made in the U.S. It comes in big sheets. It's just a half-inch cut straight. I got it tied different, even with a little extra just in case something breaks, but I can stretch it back out, but it's got a little tabs there to keep it from breaking so quickly. I'm pulling it this way, so don't freak out. I've done this a lot over the years. Just another way of doing it. You don't have to pull over the top if you know how to tie bands right. That way these bands will last a little longer because they're pulling against some leather there. So anyway, we'll get right into it. How to aim a slingshot. First off is setting your anchor point. So for demonstration purposes rather, I'm going to just demonstrate that I anchor right here. This is right here under my cheekbone. My thumb goes under my cheekbone. My thumb is on top. My pointing finger's on the bottom, holding just the ball. Holding just the ball. So there, push forward, and then release. If you look back here, the forks are perpendicular to the ground. You don't want them like this. You don't want them like this. It takes a little bit of practice. Also, the forks are a little pointed forward. That will avoid some chances of hitting the fork and some chances of hitting your hand. Not too much, just a tiny bit forward, so like this. So a little bit forward on the fork angle. So perpendicular to the ground, a little bit forward. Anchored right under my cheekbone. Okay? Now, I have a target out there. It's got a black circle, a black dot in it, right? My first point of reference is going to be the top of my fork, whatever fork it is. This way I can shoot any fork, 2-3 shots, and then I'm on and I can figure it out. So that's why I can take just about any slingshot and get accurate with it pretty quickly, because I just figure out where it's shooting in reference to where I anchor. Now, I shoot back here a lot, and there's still an anchor there. That band is touching that same spot where my thumb was touching. The band touches, so it doesn't matter how I do it. It's still an anchor right under my cheekbone. So I can either anchor with my thumb there, or I can pull on back and anchor with the band there. So I'm going to shoot 3 shots at that black dot, or 3 or 4. And this is 10 meters, and we'll see where it goes based upon this reference point, and then I'll show you what you have to do as a slingshot shooter to adjust to any slingshot. So here we go. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. All right, so we're going to go down there and look. This is what we're going to find. Something very interesting. All right, I shot at this black dot right here. What did I do? I hit twice in the same hole, and then I hit right here. These are my 3 shots. So what am I going to do now? When I go back over there, I'm going to aim up here. My same reference point will now go here, which then should drop it into here. So the next 3 shots, if I put them here, should drop it into here. That simple. It's called, some people call it gap shooting, but take that same, we're going to go back and aim right there at that spot and see if we can't drop it down. The first 3 shots are here, so let's go back to our 10-meter spot. Set you back up here, so I keep you from falling down. Refocus. So we saw where we hit, so the next 3 shots are going to go the same spot, but up to the left. All right, so there's 3 more shots. Now we're gonna go back and look at it. Go back 10 meters. Little simple slingshot. So what happened was, all right, now the next 3 shots, the first one was there, made a slight adjustment, pulled it into there, and the next one hit it in here. So the next 3 shots are right here. So by finding out that I was hitting here, I changed my reference point to there, or to my aiming point to there, where I was looking to hit with my reference point on my fork, which dropped them into here. That simple. So I created a gap. That slingshot has that gap when I shoot it that way. That's how you aim a slingshot. You just find out, it doesn't matter what gap it is. Whatever bands, whatever gap, get you a piece of paper out there, find out where it's hitting, make the adjustment. And I do it by, like those woods over there, if I pick up a slingshot, I shoot it a couple times, find out where it's going, make an adjustment, and drop them in there. It really is that simple.